Right, welcome in to the stream, people. We should be live on Kick and on YouTube. Everything seems to be processing through as it should. We're just watching the highlights and the review of Brighton facing Spurs and finishing 2-2. Xavi Simons thought he'd won it late on, but Jorginho Ruta equalised just within the 90 minutes, I believe. Yeah, things sort of going from bad to slightly worse for Spurs after Leeds absolutely trounced Wolves 3-0 earlier, I believe it finished. Which in turn, if West Ham pick up anything against Crystal Palace tomorrow, then I believe that Wolves are mathematically relegated. That they are currently, before West Ham kick a ball, 15 points behind them, and Wolves have 5 games to play. So mathematically, if West Ham were to pick up a point tomorrow against Palace, that would be 16 points, which would make it impossible for Wolves to recover in the final 5 games. So, yeah, all up in the air once again in the relegation battle. Spurs still remain in 18th. Forest have managed to jump out. Leeds have managed to jump out. It's West Ham, it's Spurs, it's Wolves are bottom. Who are 19th? Burnley. It's starting to look like it could be a four horse race for the drop, depending on the results tomorrow and Monday. So focusing on the game that actually matters in the Premier League tonight. Now that the results and the highlights have done, we're going to switch back over to TNT Sport. It's Chelsea hosting Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. The Garnacho hate watch is officially on. The United lineup is out and confirmed, as well as the Chelsea one. Obviously, I only display the United one because why would I display the ops? My predicted lineup was absolutely perfect. It's Lamans in goal, Diogo Dalot and Nusir Mazraoui fill in the fullback positions with Luke Shaw and Aidan Heaven as the 2 centre-backs. No Maguire and Lisandro Martinez for United due to suspension. No Lenny Yoro or Mateus de Ligt for Manchester United because of injury, meaning that Heaven is the only registered and recognised first-team centre-back. Luke Shaw fitting in at left centre-back. I'm assuming that Dalot and Mazraoui will probably be on opposite sides to what I've got on the graphic. Dalot more comfortable playing on the left-hand side. Obviously spent a season doing it at AC Milan on loan a couple of years back. But overall, I think that's the correct lineup in terms of the positions, or it's what I would at least go with. Give Mazraoui and Cunha a little bit of time to connect, and then Dalot and Mbermo down the right-hand side. Casemiro with Kobbie Mainoo back alongside him. Emmanuel Agate drops back to the bench for Mainoo, who's now past fit. And Burmo comes in for Ahmad, Fernandez, Cunha, and Sesko stay the same. We've got a few more options on the bench. But as I say, 4 first team, first choice centre-backs out. 2 through injury and 2 through suspension. It's going to be a rough one for United in the lead up to the last 5 games of the season. 6 if you include this one. Sean, welcome into the stream. I see you. Andy, welcome in. Anybody else that's lurking over on Kick, I see you guys. And obviously YouTube, I know it's going to be a bit quieter because it's a brand new channel. But if you are over on YouTube, come and say hi. I do not bite unless you ask me to. I've got my prediction on the screen. I'm going for a 2-1 win because you've always got to back your boys, even if you're not necessarily 100% confident of a victory, which you never really can be. Unless you're just delusional, then obviously you can just back your team every time, but then you just look silly. But then again, have I got a prediction right this season so far on stream? I don't think I have. I think I've had one good result, but not one good score. So we'll have to see if we can change that today. I'm going 2-1. Hoping for Bruno Fernandes to get at least one more assist towards that record-breaking attempt. He's on 17 with 6 games to play, or 5 games to play. some games to play. And obviously he needs to get to 21. So 3 away from leveling and 4 away from breaking. Am I going to be doing Discord for Mania? So I'm going to go live for Mania. I am going to put it on in the Discord for you guys to watch. But I will most likely be deafened. And I'm just going to do my own thing on the stream rather than, if people go to bed early and what are you looking at that for?
Just remember we've got neighbours.
Yeah. Yeah, so I will have it on and I'll probably end up being deafened. I'll have Netflix and I'll watch and chill on stream, so appreciate it. Thank you, sir. 3-1 to Chelsea. That's I hope that doesn't happen. I'm rocking the Man United 2015-16 FA Cup, Carabao Cup shirt. Ibrahimovic cup font on the back, hoping for rolling back the days to, we were semi-decent under Jose, would you say? So we'll see what happens. We'll go through the lineups for Chelsea. What's it pop up on the screen? Reece James looks like he's not involved, judging by what he's wearing in the tunnel. I'm not actually sure on Chelsea's situation. Enzo Fernandez back in the squad after having a tiff with Liam Rosenior, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll have a look. Shy Lacey in the squad, always good to see. Caicedo is the captain for Chelsea, so I'm going to make the assumption that means that there is no Enzo Fernandez in the starting 11, or maybe even the squad, as they all seem to be coming through. I'm not seeing the Argentine. Levi Colwill going through there. Daryl, how we doing, man? Welcome in. Hope you're well. I just need bare goals today. Got 3 players from FPL all in. Who have you got? Who have you got? Fernandez? What, João Pedro? No idea. James has a hamstring issue. Is it? So Enzo Fernandez is starting, but he's not the captain. Interesting. Right, so we've got Caicedo, Sanchez, Cucurella. Is that Lavia? Who was that? Oh, Andre Santos, sorry. Fofana, Gusto. Sanchez, Gusto, Fofana, Hato, Cucurella, Fernandez, Caicedo, Esteval, Palmer, Neto, Delap. Interesting. Right. It was a fucking embarrassing effort of a football game against Leeds on Monday. I've waited what feels like another 23, 24 days for this. And it better be a better fucking line out. So, Teddy Sherman, Lowe, Tozin, Dario Isugo, Andre Santos, Chalobah, Achimpong, Mark Gui, Romeo Lavia, and Garnacho on the bench. The hate watch begins! 70 minutes on the bench! Hold! If he scores, I'm going to look like a right mug, but who gives a shit? I'm taking the risk. Daryl says hello from his family to yours, Suze. She's just gone, hi, from the other room. You reckon he nabs the third? If you get the score prediction right, Sean, and Garnacho scores the 3rd goal, I will give you gifted subs for a year. That's the deal. Every month I will gift you a sub for a year. Lamens Dallo. So they've got Mazraoui lining up alongside Aiden Heaven and then Luke Shaw at left back. So Dallo and Mazraoui is the right footers and then Heaven and Shaw is the left footers. That also makes sense. And then Casemiro, Mainu back in for Agate and Burmo Fernandez, Cunha Sesko, Bindia, Mount Xerxes, Malacia, Ahmad Agate, Tyler Fletcher, Shai Lacey, and Jim Thwaites on the bench for United. Would you not want... Right, fine. Try and do something nice for you, Sean, to reward you for your loyalty and for your... if you get it right. I'll keep my money in my pocket, mate. Not that I've got much of it, to be honest. I never do, but... Daryl, how many FPL points are you on as we speak? I think I'm on 10. Fuck off. I'm on 11, sorry, I take it back. 6 from Coyote, 2 from Igor Tiago, 2 from Danny Welbeck, and 1 from Alex Scott from Bournemouth. Dango Atara got me 3 off on the bench, and Tiao got me 1. So as long as Ola Aina and Morgan Gibbs-White score a collective more than 4 points between them against Burnley tomorrow, which, I mean, I would expect that to be the case, then I've made the right call with that. Double game weeks for O'Reilly, Scott, Welbeck, and Haaland. And my captain, I didn't triple captain. I only single captain, but I single captain Nico O'Reilly. Yeah, you got Coyote because you stole him from me. It's not like I've been talking about him all fucking year. Fraud. Trying to steal all my players so that I can't catch up to you. Cheating bastard. Right, we are underway, so we're going to wait for the tracker to show up. We'll get rid of the thumbnail. We'll put some confetti on. Fuck it, why not? Game started. It's worth some confetti. 15 on the bench. Fuck, Andy, that's rough. All right, there's your tracker. Should be available on all platforms and all orientations, both vertical and horizontal. And it does look like it's just slightly ahead of the match clock. So I'm going to cover it up with my kick page. And that's the happiest you'll be all game, yeah, pretty much. So it's Dallo and Mazraoui as the right side, and then Evan and Shaw. So I'm going to just quickly switch that around on both sides, just because for continuity's sake, and also to make it look like at least I know what I'm doing a little bit. So it's Mazraoui, then Heaven, which is there, and then Shaw. I'm just sorting the vertical first, and then the horizontal goes afterwards. And then Dallo, Mazraoui, Heaven. I mean, technically, I guess that is intelligent, but Aiden Heaven is very two-footed, so I kind of expected that he could have played on the right-hand side and it not been too big of an issue, but it does make sense. Keep people on their stronger sides. And we'll jump back into the main screen and the chat so I can see it. Dallo playing... Is that what I just did? No, Mazraoui playing centre half. Dallo playing on the right back. Speaking of Dallo, he's just been clattered by Moises Caicedo, sorry, in mid-air collision. Deck, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're well. Staying up for menu. I'm doing a live stream, mate. I'm not a fan of it, Shaw. So I had it as Dallo at right back, Mazraoui at left back, and then Shaw and Heaven as the two centre halves. But we've got a free kick. It's about 40 yards out. Slightly off to the right hand side. You can see it on the tracker when that updates. That's how far out it is. Bruno Fernandes looking for options. It's headed away by Fofana firstly, looking for Neto. Fernandes is going to bring it back down. Round the corner for Kobe Mainu, first involvement. Clip one into the back, looking for Mbermo. Casemiro was coming around the back, and Gusto's going to escape with it. I doubt I'll stay up for either night. How come, Deck? You're not that interested in the show, no? And Mbermo looking for Sesko. He's in behind Fofana. Jarell Hato's there to usher him back out and into the channel. Good retention of the ball. Mainu. Fernandes around the corner for Dallo. He's going to have to be very disciplined today with Pedro Neto. Is Diogo Dallo. Sleep is fucked. I got about 4 hours of sleep last night. I was up for SmackDown. Got to bed about 4:15. Susie and AJ had me awake at about 8:15. So plunge one into the 12. Southern playing. Fair enough, Sean. If I go sleep at like 5 a.m., I'll be out for 12 hours. So the show tonight starts at 11 p.m. local time, like UK time, as Liam Delap gets in behind Aiden Heaven. Great recovery challenge out for the first corner of the game. Yeah, so the show starts at 11, which means it should be done by about 3:30. So if that helps in terms of your decision-making deck, I reckon the latest you'll be in bed would be 3:30 both nights. And that might not seem like a lot, but ball into the box headed away by Sesko as far as Cucurella. Doesn't quite bring it down properly, under a bit of pressure from Mbermo. Has to go back to Sanchez. Fair enough, mate. Like I say, it will be on in the Discord if you want to watch it, if you want to hang out in there and chat with the guys. And then obviously I'll be doing a watch along type stream like this. I've got a wrestling overlay, well, WrestleMania. Should I show? Do you want to see the WrestleMania overlay, or do you want to wait till later? I don't know if it's actually properly set up, like in terms of the camera and everything, because obviously it resets every time. But I've got it pretty much set up and ready to go. Stage reveal, yeah, fuck it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so it's just a little basic one, but little WrestleMania watch along. I've got the little bit in the top right hand corner, the little sketch work. So yeah, that's a sneak peek for later. I haven't in recent weeks because, well, one, the games haven't really had many moments to post about, and then obviously this is the first wrestling one I've done in a long time tonight. And two, it's just like, unless you've already got a massive following, it's tough to get the views because everybody just goes to the bigger creators that post after every game. Fernandez fights Sesko, edge of the box, goes for the strike into the feet of Fofana. His clearance finds Esteval, who tries to play it back for Cucurella, and Burmo steps in. His touch is heavy and it's out for a goal kick. Is this the first wrestling one since you got banned on TikTok? Yes, I think. Because last year's WrestleMania obviously had everybody over, so there wasn't a stream. And I don't think I've done a big event like a live stream for wrestling since. So yeah, it might well be, yeah.
You won't have, because I was heavily pregnant at the time of WrestleMania last year.
Yeah.
It was literally like 2-3 days after that we had AJ.
So the wrestling tonight will be on this Kick page, but then it'll also be on my main YouTube channel, the Blue Design YouTube channel. The good thing about having the F1 YouTube channel and the football YouTube channel now is that my main page, where I would do the odd wrestling stream or play a retro game or something like that, it becomes a lot less muddled and cluttered, which is good. That's a great escape from Enzo to find Pedro Neto, clipped out to Esteval. Has he managed to keep it? He's not. It's unlucky. I just moved into the house this time last year. It's mad how crazy time changes your situations year to year or 6 month to 6 month. Well, matches am I looking forward to? Generally, all of them. Like the builds might not have been to everyone's liking, but I don't think there's a match on the card that shouldn't be there, and I don't think there's a match not on the card that should be, if that makes sense. So I'm looking forward to it. The charger with the Switch doesn't work. No way. Is it not just USB-C, Sean? You must have a USB-C somewhere. Oh, you had to give it back with the chart. Ah, that makes sense. I think they will, Deck. I think they will. Also, Deck, do you like your updated sub badge? You got the orange 2-month subscriber badge there. Cole Palmer's gone down under challenge in the box and is rolling around. Aiden Heaven's the one that's gone in for it. Minu with a sliding interception. Hold on a second. Palmer takes a touch. Is there contact between Heaven and Palmer? If there is, it's a penalty. If there's not, then... Does he make any contact? Okay, so there is a small amount of contact, but it's outside the box. Therefore, they can't go back and give the free kick. They could only go back and give the penalty according to VAR rules. Therefore, it's a it's essentially play on. That's a good turn from Neto. Hato, Palmer, Esteval backing Shaw into the box. Goes for the curler! Wide of the mark. He's claiming a touch. Ref says goal kick. Andy! You won a game with Liv, didn't you? That's come off the side of the post. Oh, you got first down to Strakosha. Go on, lad. We're a GK. Chelsea have started better, but you'd expect that as the home team. I mean, Palmer was in the box before the ball was kicked there, but we'll ignore that. It's fine. Bad jam. Oof. Ball over the top, was looking for Mbermo off the Sesko flick, but a little bit too close to Sanchez. I can see my WhatsApp popping off. I know there's a couple of Chelsea boys in there. Smithy, Mitch, Himmons. I'm sure they're all not very happy with that decision to not give the penalty. That's loose from Luke Shaw, straight into the path for Delap. Esteval's picked up the pieces, a little bit of a stumble. And then his shot, he got clipped. Like, it stumbled under his feet. It looked like he just had an uncomfortable little roll of the ankle because he's just sort of hobbled himself off to the side. I do like Esteval. I hope he's not injured himself. That means we'd have to see Garnacho. Yeah. Fofana's been hustled and hurried back by Sesko. And yeah, Esteval's down. He's not in. I spotted that immediately. He hobbled straight off to the side of the pitch. He's called for some medical attention. He just stumbled. He was almost too quick for himself. And then, yeah, Luke Shaw managed to get back and usher the tame shot for Lamans to claim. My bath is only 37 degrees. Damn. Put some hot water in it. Alejandro Garnacho out warming up. Does look like Esteval's going to be substituted if he can't continue. Bluey is your dog's favourite show. Brilliant. And Garnacho coming on early doors. Liam Rossini going to be forced to substitute off one winger for another. Was he going to try and carry on? He seems to be alright. He's being they're taking the decision out of his hands. Going to protect him for the rest of the season. It does make sense. Chelsea need as many players as fit as possible. Don't want to take any chances. Garnacho going to get ready to come on, getting some last minute instructions from Liam Rossini. Esteval doesn't look best pleased. I don't know. Alejandro Garnacho on for Chelsea. That's a shame. I do like Esteval. Right, we are back underway now. Chelsea just sort of lumbering around with it at the back. United have got quite a high press on. It's a four-man forward. Cunha, Fernandez, Sesko, and Mbermo literally locking off options. Luke Shaw's bundled into Garnacho straight away and giving away a free kick. Shaw's going to kick fuck out of him, isn't he? Luke Shaw might get sent off this game, I'm not going to lie. Back underway, and the ball again at the feet of Robert Sanchez. Well, Sean, he's on the field now to get the third. You just need like 3 other goals. Palmer trying to drop deep and get involved. Caicedo and now Hato. It's very slow, but then the acceleration from the Chelsea forwards is like the transition from slow and controlled tempo into full throttle is very strong. Enzo Fernandez into Palmer, in behind, edge of the box, out for Neto space, clipped over the back for Garnacho to pull back. And he slips on the turf, goal kick. Of course he'll celebrate. He'll celebrate like he's never celebrated before. He would celebrate as if he was fucking winning the World Cup for Argentina. Oh, Aiden Heaven. Aiden Heaven, all the way to the halfway line, skipping past players. Fair play. He'll probably put his dick in the centre circle and try and fuck it. Menu to Casemiro. Diogo Dalot back to the Brazilian. Fernandez in the half space. Little knocked header down. Finds Pedro Neto, though. Although it's a big turnover again. Heaven finds Cunha under pressure from Gusto. And Luke Shaw plays it back to Senna Lamens. Sesko with some good chest control. Fernandez has found the knockdown, and Mbermo was in behind. He's dropped it in for Cunha. Mbermo again. Fernandez is advanced. Cunha's in the half space. Out for Casemiro. Going to respond. No, he's going to go out for Mazraoui. Casemiro in the half space again is Cunha looking for Šeško. Great interception by Caicedo. And Palmer's now up against Mainu. Back for Gusto. And Mbermo blocks the clearance out for a throw into Chelsea. To the place I belong. That's a foul throw by Gusto. Delap and Heaven going 50-50, and it's a free kick to the Chelsea man. That's going to be a good battle between the two of them physically. They're both young. Bigger bodied. Both like a bit of rough and tumble in the game as well. I agree, Sean. I saw 4 during the early kickoff today. Or what I understand to be foul throws. Obviously, we don't know what the fucking rules say anymore. Hato's had to go back to Sanchez under pressure from Mbermo. Finds Gusto. Round Cunha for Garnacho. Oh, a little bit nervy, but he's found Fofana. Sanchez again. Oh, Bruno Fernandes came in hot. That was unlucky. Dalot's got there ahead of Cucurella. Casemiro went for the inside pass. The advantage was played. Referee pulls it back for a free kick on Dalot by Cucurella. Both feet must be on the ground, 2 hands on the ball, and you must release it on the upswing. So, if I have the ball here and I release it level with my head, that's fine. I've always been under the impression that if you go beyond your own head and then release it, it's a foul throw. It was always that, and it was someone taking their foot off the like a foot off the floor. But I could be wrong. Another free kick for United, similar to the one very early. Fernandes is going to clip this one for an opportunity. Fernandes, it's a little bit deep. It was Hato that got it away to Pedro Neto, but he lost it to Fernandes, and now the ball's back with Sen allowance. Yeah, that's what I mean, Sean, yeah. Mazraoui, Fernandes fired it into Casemiro. Sesko's dropped in. Fernandes has found Mbermo under pressure. United just need to retain the ball for 2-3 minutes. Get your foot on it. Not be sloppy. As I say that, Diogo Dalot literally leaves his compatriot Bruno Fernandes for dead. Good recovery. Fernandes in the channel looking for Sesko. It's into the box, ushered by Fofana. Out for a goal kick. Good work from the Frenchman. Do you know, Wesley Fofana's another one that I really, I've got a little bit of a soft spot for, especially after his injury issues. It's crazy. It's good to see him back on the field. He was at Leicester, wasn't he? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it Leicester? Where was he from? Where did they sign him from? Chelsea really don't mind slowly playing out from the back, do they? Gusto pings one forward for Delap. Good battle against Heaven. He's knocked it down for Garnacho to drive forward centrally. Edges for Neto. Cross is blocked by Dalot. And he gets to the follow-up, finds Mbermo, Dallo again. Inside, Fernandez into the channel, and Mbermo's away. It's Brian Mbermo, he's onside. Mbermo edges, Mateus Cunha, heavy touch, and then goes volleying in. It's a yellow card for Mateus Cunha. It's a loose first touch, and he overcompensates. So it's a yellow card for Mateus Cunha first of the game. It's a woeful first touch. And then, yeah, as he goes in, he does get a touch on the ball, but so does Hato. So it won't be... He knows immediately, Cunha. He knows it's a yellow. Nothing more, though. There won't be a violent conduct check or anything like that. I think Mbermo could have gone on his own. He was in behind Hato. He had him reeling. Cucurella was nowhere to be seen for backup. And Neto's now fouled Luke Shaw in an aerial tussle. They worked with someone who had a Belfast Spanish accent. Like, what does that even sound like? A Belfast Spanish. I don't even want to attempt that because I'll probably get put in jail or my desk will start levitating. One of the two. All right, ball back in play. Senna Lammon's assessing his options. He's got Palmer just ushering closer and closer. Aiden Heaven is the option, and then back to Lammons. Mainu's going to drop in and collect it. Casemiro's the exit onto the right-hand side if he can find him, and does. And Burmo, he's facing the wrong way 9 times out of 10 in Burmo, but he's managed to find Masraoui, who's won a free kick on the halfway line. Bruno Fernandes having a word with Michael Oliver, just saying that's a fair few fouls that... is it Caicedo that got over there? Garnacho is currently operating on this left-hand side. Him and Pedro Neto have swapped over. I do wonder if they mean that they spoke Spanish in a Belfast accent. That would make more sense. Or they spoke Belfast in a Spanish accent. Dallo up to engage against Garnacho, forces him backwards. It's Hato and now Fofana. Enzo's very deep, as well as Caicedo. Sesko just didn't get there. It's like Cork, but British. Fair. Love it. Every day's a learning day, eh? Oh, Sanchez has gone long looking for Garnacho. Little nudge by him on Diogo Dallo. And he's now trying to grab hold and... I mean, he jumps to the floor and then gets back up because he realises he's not going to get anything. And Dallo puts him on his arse and wins the throw-in. Unlucky. Well done, Diogo. I just heard it's Cork accent coming out. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. I can hear it, like some of his tantrums, shall we say, in the past. Right, Chelsea have now got a free kick. legitimately 13 yards out, maybe 14 at a touch, almost dead central, just off to the left-hand side, inside the D. Because Messi's washed. Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer over this one. Senna Lamens is looking for a 5-man wall, he says. So that's Sesko, Dallo, Casemiro, Mazraoui, and Heaven. I think Palmer's looking at this one. And Burmo's gone behind the wall to cover any low shots. Lamens is checking from all angles. Will it be Lamens? Will it be Fernandez? This is dangerous for United here. Fernandez hits the ball. Hato gets the header back across. Luke Shaw gets it away. Back as far as Hato goes up and away looking for Garnacho. Shaw gets up above him and out for a throw-in. Well defended by United. Do you know why the D is there? I only found out recently. Is it for... Is something about like indirect free kick positioning or something like that? I could be completely off on that. Good challenge by Luke Shaw on Cole Palmer. Mainu. Casemiro. Oh, his pass was just beyond Fernandez. Chelsea are going to pick it up now. Pedro Neto. Still over on that right-hand side. United are pressing high. They're actually 3-on-3 at the moment here. Enzo Fernandez dropped in and gave him an extra player, and they found him. His ball forward was intercepted by Mainu. Casemiro goes in against Cucurella. It's Caicedo now out to Pedro Neto. Gusto on the overlap. He doesn't use him. Digs inside Neto. Cuts away from Cunha. Now finds Gusto. First time cross. Back post. And Burmo's going to flick it away. Garnacho was lurking. Throw into Chelsea. It's equidistant to the penalty spot. The top of the D is as far away as the part that meets the box. Is it? Ah. Interesting. Long ball forward from Sanchez. Finds Diogo Dallo's headed clearance as far as Cucurella. Through the legs of Mazraoui. And then Aiden Heaven over to block Liam Delap before he could really get into his stride. Throw into Chelsea again, taken quickly. It's a foul throw. They're all claiming foul throw. He says no. Into the box. Enzo Fernandez went for the nutmeg on Mazraoui. And he pinged it past the post. Lamens, I think, had it covered had it have been on target. I could be wrong, but that was close. First opportunity for Chelsea. Did get the nutmeg off. And yeah, that's close. That's very close from Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, Lamens is about as far away from it as it is wide. So I would say if it was on target, he may have just got a finger on it. United survived that one. Dallo inside. Fernandez lets it roll. Sesko couldn't get there in time. Sesko puts Fofana under strong pressure. Gusto with Cunha on his back as well. It's a really good high press from United. Just need to win the fucking ball back. It's gone back to Sanchez who goes long. Delap and Heaven are scrapping. Fernandez. Oh, Fernandez on Fernandez. And it's a great interception by the Chelsea man. Cucurella now. Garnacho up against Diogo Dallo and Burmo back. Great challenge by Dallo. He's just looked at Garnacho and gone, what? Chelsea still in possession, but back. They have, yeah. They moved him about 4 minutes after he came on. He's been there ever since. Shaw got that big challenge on him early, and he went, yeah, I felt like, can I go over there? Palmer driving down the right-hand side. He's got Neto forward if he wants him. Evades Luke Shaw. Casemiro wins it well. Sesko, Fernandez. He's got Mbermo with him. Here is Mbermo. Good first touch to bring it back central. Oh, and then it's stuck between Cunha and Sesko. Here goes Garnacho again up against Dalot. Inside for Cucurella, gone back for Hato, and now Fernandez. Pinged out for Palmer in some space. Cunha's going to get over there. Deep cross. Lammens claimed it well. He read it. Chelsea have been the better team. We've really not got much together at all. Delap and Cucurella were both in there. Very advanced from the Spanish fullback. Heaven breaking lines into Fernandez's feet. Cunha driving through the middle of the park. He loves to do this, Mateus Cunha. Finds Mbermo. Awkward first touch. Up against Cucurella. Has to go back for Dalot. Gonna dig the cross out. Looking for Sesko. Header away by Fofana as far as Mainu. Gonna bring it down and turn. Find Heaven. Mainu will pick it up again. Fernandez. Gonna clip one out. Is that for Dalot? Cucurella got there ahead of Mbermo. It was that was out there. Throw in to United. Sean, I do it with AJ. Like, I carry him like that. So 65% possession for Chelsea to United's 35. 210 completed passes to United, 106 is the graphic that TNT Sport have just flashed up. Heaven, Bruno Fernandes, Mainu. Cunha on the half turn. Has to go back to Aiden Heaven. I said a few minutes ago, United just need to get their foot on the ball, keep the possession. That's beautiful from Mainu to find Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. It's Garnacho that's back defending. Fernandez goes inside for Mainu. Finds Casemiro. Goes back for Heaven. There was an opportunity to go forward, but they're not going to rush it. Mbermo. Mazraoui. Mainu again. Cunha's in the half space. Mainu driving into the half space. Leaves it. Mbermo. Dalot. Little feigned cross. Back for Bruno Fernandes. It's not the greatest cross or connection. Now Chelsea can break away. Caicedo switches out for Gusto. This is a big opportunity. United need to get back, and they have, to be fair. It's 6-on-6. Neto shapes the shot, feigns it, drags it inside. Blocked by Heaven. Edge of the box is Enzo Fernandez. Feigns the shot himself. Second curler. Pushed out by Lammens. And Delap's put the ball in the back of the net, but it's offside. I think Cole Palmer was offside. Yeah, Palmer is very well. Palmer and Delap and Gusto were all offside, to be fair. And then Palmer's scuffed his pass and is bobbled past Lammens and into the path of Delap, who tucked it in, but it is disallowed. Rightly offside. We go again. It's a loose header by Dalot. Casemiro couldn't get there. It's found Caicedo, Palmer, and now Neto. Clip cross looking for anyone. It hit Delap on the back of the head. And now United can break. Dalot to Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes. Into the right-hand channel was Mbermo, clipped by Hato. That's going to be a yellow card, surely. Yep. That's silly from Hato. Just stuck a leg out. And then it just hits Delap, just brushes off the back of his head, and then hits Enzo Fernandez. Bruno Fernandez has had 3 free kicks, I'm pretty sure, from this exact position in this half. Can we deliver this time? Bruno Fernandez is a lot closer! And Casemiro went in against Sanchez and I mean, Sanchez and Fofana and Casemiro. I don't understand how that's a foul on Sanchez when it's Fofana that makes contact with the goalkeeper. Fair enough. Venom, welcome in. How we doing? Well, Chelsea have got themselves a free kick inside their own. It's basically a goal kick. Oh, I've been waiting for that for about 10 minutes. Sanchez is sending the team forward, going to go long. Fofana just checking his ribs. It was a hefty collision between the 3 of them. Thank you, Venom. Mazraoui in there ahead of Delap. Caicedo and Fernandez get ahead of Bruno Fernandez, but then Mainu intercepts the loose pass. Cunha, Mainu, Casemiro, Fernandez out to Mbermo, up against Cucurella on the half turn. Step centrally, Mainu to Dallo. Goes back to Mazraoui and Mainu again. Heaven needs to be slightly more advanced there to open up the space. What's going on? So Wesley Fofana's gone down, clutching like his rib cage, side of his ribs. So Michael Oliver stopped the ball in play so that he can get some attention. That is a hefty old collision. That could be... Oh, yeah, it's goalkeeper and defender that make contact. I don't understand how Chelsea get a foul for that. But Chelsea could be forced into a second substitution here. Fofana's still down. He could have cracked ribs, genuinely. You okay? Let's try and keep an eye on the... I got a Tesco delivery coming. Like a grocery shopping. Estimated... Suze? Estimated delivery time is 22 minutes past 9. About 40 minutes. Alright, United back under play with a drop ball. Mazraoui over for Mbermo. Clipped into the channel for Fernandez. Up against Alejandro Garnacho, and he's got past him into the byline. Fernandez pulled it back, and Cunha's fired it in! It's a Bruno Fernandez assist, number 18 of the season! And Mateus Cunha surfing at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 0, United 1. Come on! Siobhan, what timing! Unbelievable, Jeff! Bruno, Bruno, Bruno. I love the fact that he got past that little bitch with ease as well. Cunha with a yellow card and a goal in the first half. Unbelievable start from him. And United lead at Stamford Bridge. Sesko being held by Caicedo, and Cunha's just stepped onto it in front of Gusto. First time, side foot into the near post. Sanchez, no fucking chance. I should probably put myself back on the screen, shouldn't I? I call it how I see it, Sean. There's no biasy here. Come into the conversation for Player of the Year. He should win it by a fucking landslide. What are you talking about? I did not, with the way that the first 40 minutes played, I did not think we'd go in at halftime with a goal in the game, let alone a United goal. We've won the law, we're Man United, and we're never gonna stop. Five minutes added on at the end of the first half. Has Fofana come back onto the pitch, by the way? Delap's fouled Mazraoui, free kick. Nah, never. I do remember that Ahmad overhead kick against Everton a couple of seasons ago, though. That was fantastic. Cucurella not happy. So Fofana's now back on the field, but he wasn't on when the goal went in, so Chelsea have the gripe there, I guess. Casemiro switched out for Fernandez. Luke Shaw's gone bombing forward. Cunha. Manu. Heaven just gets it stuck in between his feet slightly. Mazraoui. Casemiro on the half turn. Neto's done well against Cunha there, to be fair. Won the ball back. Fofana now Hato. It is another Bruno assist. Come on. 57 possibilities, 37 team of the seasons of 40 goals. It's so expensive, but it's probably worth it. My hottest football take of all time is that Rooney's overhead against C isn't that good because he shinned it. The amount of people who lose their mind over a factually correct statement is insane. He did shin it. I will agree. Was that not offside? All right, Gusto's got this. We'll bring this back in a second. Gusto's clipped it towards the back post, looking for Fofana, and it's out for a goal kick. He did shin it. The fixture and the fact that it was a winner and the fact that it was Rooney himself, because that's important, because you would not expect Wayne Rooney to get up for a bicycle kick of any magnitude, really. But for Rooney to get up that high against the goalkeeper that it was, which was England's number one at the time in Joe Hart, shin or no shin, it's a great fucking piece of skill. But if you're talking greatest overhead kicks of all time, it's not as high as, say, Zidane or Bale or Ronaldo or, Zlatan against England or one of those ones, because it's not the cleanest contacted bicycle kick. But the game in which it happens and the context behind the game make it arguably better. Casemiro's gone down under challenge from Fofana there before the ball was even in play. So Chelsea are going to get the chance to retake the free kick. How did I know you were going to bring up Pepe, Deck? Yeah, but the moment makes the fact that it's a shinner rather than clean contact negligent is probably the argument. The logical argument, the non-biased, the non I'm going to scream at everything argument, that's probably what's made. Gusto's played a loose pass out to Cucurella and it's out for a throw into United inside the Chelsea half. Did I ever tell you I went to watch Ivory Coast versus Scotland? You may have mentioned it, but I can't remember like specifically having a conversation about like your experience of the game, if that makes sense, Deck. That's not a hot take. That's a short bus statement. Brilliant. Right, we're coming into the last few seconds of the first half here. Chelsea are going to go into half time a goal down, and there it is. The halftime whistle. Boos ring around Stamford Bridge. They're not happy. You got to see Pepe score, so it was great. Love it. Best day of your life. Made a 5 into 40. Nice. Always good when you can make a bit of money. Little bit of moolah. Right. Let's try and catch up on WhatsApp and see what these guys are saying. Relative the one of the lads has just said, "Oh, it's team of the season depression time because they're 1-0 down." How the fuck was that gobshite only 7-1 first goal? Was he really? Wow. That's his 8th goal of the season, I believe, in the Premier League or is that in all comps? Let me have a look. For Cunha. It's definitely assist number 18 for Bruno Fernandes. Squad stats. So so that's Cunha's 8th goal in the league with 2 assists. And that is Bruno Fernandes now on 8 goals and 18 assists, 26 for the season. No other player comes close other than Erling Haaland, who's got 22 goals and 7 assists. So he's on 29 for the season. Great return for him. But as a forward, obviously, you'd expect him to score more goals than he assists. Yeah, so Bruno now up to 26 with Haaland on 29. But in terms of assists, I think Cherky's the next closest. Fernandez on 18. I think Cherky's on 10. Where's Cherky? I just scroll completely past him. Yeah, Cherky, 3 goals and 10 assists. Bruno's got almost double the amount of assists. That PC desk looked unreal. AJ had still find a way to fucking lick all of it. Fraud. Tell you what, Igor Thiago's having a great season as well. 21 goals and an assist. 22 in total in the league for Brentford. Semenyo 15 and 4. so 19. Same for João Pedro, but it's 14 and 5 for him. Gyökeres and Danny Welbeck have both got 12 goals and no assists. Ekitike 11 and 4, so 15 overall in his debut season is not bad. Calvert-Lewin 11 goals and 1 assist for Leeds, fantastic. Harry Wilson 10 goals and 6 assists for Fulham. Junior Kropi and Mateta have got 10 goals each and no assists. And then you're looking at like Bruno Guimaraes, 9 goals, 4 assists. Jimenez and Burmo, Richarlison, 9 goals and 3 assists each. Gibbs White, 9 goals, 2 assists. Palmer, 9 goals, 1 assist. Same for Sesko and Watkins, 9 goals, 1 assist. And then it's Bruno with 8 goals and 18 assists. So he's 20th in the top scorers list, is Bruno. Right. I do have to say, Ahmad looked class when he came on. Watching him IRL is way different to than on the TV. I agree with Sean. There are a lot of players that look a lot different in real life, good or bad. See, Deck, I didn't know you were a wrestling fan. We've got a section in the Discord for wrestling. We've done predictions for WrestleMania. Like, I had no idea. We've done there's like 16 of us. Are all got our own predictions. Little league going on that's starting tonight at WrestleMania and is going to run until WrestleMania next year as like a whole like leaderboard championship thing. I didn't know that you were a wrestling fan. I don't think I've ever seen you mention wrestling before, if I'm being honest. I could be wrong, but I don't remember it. I mean, if you want to go and if you want to put your predictions in the chat, I can add you into it, so that there's like visual. I can screenshot it and there's like visual proof of your predictions. I'll give you the roles now. That's it. I had no idea. Yeah, just I've added you to the wrestling channel now. I'm going to add you to the predictions thing as well. So you should be able to see that now. If you just go through all of the polls and give me your predictions from top to bottom, like in that order, once I finish this, I can add you in. Because I'm going to have about 40 minutes spare after this game finishes before I start WrestleMania stream. So I'll do that. I love a glass of ice water, man. I have bottles of water in the freezer that I fill halfway, lean them on a gradient sideways, so it's like a light ice block along the side of the bottle, and then fill that with water, and that'll do me for a couple of hours. Oh, so mine go like throughout the day, and then I'll have one or two that I take to bed with me because I go through a lot of water because of my medication, and then in the morning I just swap them out. So I've got like 4 or 5 on rotation at any one time. Andy's just messaged and say his laptop's decided to update itself. Trying to lower your caffeine intake for the next 3 weeks. That does make sense. You've got a fairly busy period coming up. Yeah. I need this delivery to get here, man. I want my Cadbury's chocolate fingers. I've been thinking about them all day. Is that crazy? Do you ever do like a food shop and then you're just so looking forward to one thing that you've put on there and it's so stupid? Washing all of his clothes at the moment. He's not even here yet. Washing is what you're just getting used to the constant amount of clothes that you're gonna have to wash. Good luck with that, by the way. Washing machine's on nearly every fucking day. We didn't. Suze? Suze? Come here.
What?
Did we wash any of AJ's clothes before he was born to wash them, like to wear them?
No.
Apparently you have to.
He's still alive.
According to Sean, you're meant to.
No.
Okay.
It was never advised, and
They're washing all of the little one's clothes before, like in the run up to.
what, to soften them or to
Why would it-
disinfect them?
I don't
or
know. Yeah.
just make sure that they like rinse off completely and stuff, so there's no like
Residue of.
residue of the washing stuff.
It's good practice because you never know who's been handling them in shops.
I mean, to be fair, most of the stuff we got long before he was born, so if there was anything that was left on them, it would have. The germs would have died long before.
You wash all. So you buy clothes from the shop, and before you wear them, you wash them. That's crazy. I've genuinely 30 years on this planet. Never have I heard that before. I get that, but
We didn't, and AJ didn't get sick for a long time.
yeah.
He was really, yeah.
What are you cooking?
The bacon, cheese, not bacon, bean cheese and sausage pasty.
Okay. Is the window open? If not, can you crack it slightly? It's a little bit warm.
Yeah.
Thanks. To be fair, Sean, I don't very often. I can't remember the last time I went clothes shopping, other than for new socks which come in a packet that have not been opened. Like, I genuinely don't remember the last time I was like, oh, I'm going to town, I'm going to buy new t-shirts or new jeans or tracky bottoms or a jumper or whatever. I've never heard that. Are you a hygiene freak, Sean?
No, you are supposed to be very careful around brand new born babies for germs and things. It's just not something I thought of, and nobody had advised us, so we didn't.
Oh.
As I said, we kept so many of the clothes so early on. Nobody touched them for months.
That's definitely a mental thing, Deck. That's definitely a mental thing. That's you in your own head going, I need to wash this, otherwise it's gonna itch. Unless you're buying itchy clothes intentionally, which is obviously a different situation. We got a load of clothes at the baby shower last week, and people have bought them and then wrapped them, etc. So, yeah, I get it. I guess. I've still got a bottle of hand sanitizer. So the bottle of hand sanitizer that sat on my desk since AJ was maybe 3 months old, so about a year ago. Like, we still use it. Actually, no, that's a lie. It was when he had his first set of injection vaccinations. That was what, 6 months? Because they were like, "Oh, you need to make sure that you double sanitize your hands when you're changing him because of the injections. Obviously, the stuff going through him and then leaving his body." It's more okay, just in case right now, because herself could pop at any stage. I don't think she makes it to induction. Mainly because she won't sit the fuck down. Fair play. Right then, we are getting ready to get back underway for the second half. No changes for either side. Obviously, Garnacho on to replace Esteval, who went off injured. But other than that, no changes at halftime. Mateus Cunha on a yellow card and with the only goal of the game. Chelsea 0, United 1. Second half underway. Tracker is working. Lovely stuff. Bruno Fernandes just telling Aiden Heaven to make sure he's communicating with his fellow defenders. And here is Fernandes in and behind from the Diogo Dalot throw in. He's drilled the cross to the penalty spot itself, and Gusto got it clear. Diogo Dalot, Fernandes. Garnacho just got there with a touch. I went to wash the dog earlier. I got a phone. How do you open the gate? I want to bring stones into the back garden. I shouted down the phone, "You're 9 months pregnant. You're not wheelbarrowing stones around." Fuck's sake. Mazraoui's gone in the channel for Diogo Dalot. It's quite long. He might just get there. Nice. Ushered out by Jarrell Hato. Good work from the Dutchman. Goal kick to Chelsea. Have you, like, has she made all of the decisions relative, like, the birth plan and everything, Sean? Like, epidurals and all that shit? Or is she leaving it for in the moment decisions based on how she's feeling? I was waiting for that. All of the drugs, all of the time. And then extra when they ask. Do you want more? Yes.
Yes. Same with me. I had to say I wanted one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you made the decisions. Loose from Enzo Fernandez. Looking for Cucurella. Finding the advertising board. Throw into United. She signed off for it, but we know people who have had bad experiences with them, so she's hesitant. Susie had the exact same conversations. So much bloody paperwork. That's an unbelievable run from Cucurella. Mazraoui had him sort of at arm's length, but the pass from Caicedo didn't quite reach its target. United now stepping away. Casemiro, Sesko, now Luke Shaw. Fernandez goes back for Mainu. Yeah, I was pretty much the same. I just had to Susie, look, whatever you want to do in whatever circumstance, we'll run through the risks. But it's your choice. Dallo's going to try and drive away from Garnacho, find a Burmo first time into the channel for Cunha. Up against Fofana, gets his header down to Cucurella. Enzo looking for Garnacho, and then Burmo goes up with him. Free kick to Chelsea. Deck, how you getting on with them predictions? I need them by the end of this stream. Pedro Neto's fouled Luke Shaw. Free kick to United. It's a bit bitty to start the second half. Yeah, you're all good, mate. Just didn't want you to forget. Yeah. So go through all of the polls and read all of the matches, and then give me a list of your predictions in the chat. Like in the chat here on Kick. I'm making an exception for you so you don't miss out on the biggest show of the year. Oh, so loose from Cucurella, putting Hato under pressure. Hato's gone back for Sanchez, long smashed away. Heaven's going to get there unchallenged. Caicedo brings it down for Enzo Fernandez. Neto up against Shaw. Cunha's let Palmer slide. Enzo's gone to the right-hand side. Edges. Finds Caicedo, who's been beckoned to shoot. Blocked by Casemiro, out for a corner. Here's the corner straight into the chest of Bruno Fernandes, who's knocked it down for Mbermo to break. Diogo Dallo and Sesko going forward with him. Palmer's trying to get back. Cucurella busting a gut. Cunha leaves it, rolls it for Fernandes. That's beautiful. Bruno Fernandes strikes it himself. He apologises to Luke Shaw, who'd made a busting run into the left-hand side, and the shot's out for a goal kick. It's a great touch from Cunha to take it away from Fofana and into the path for Fernandes. And he just got a little bit giddy at the end of it. I mean, to be fair, it almost made contact with Hato for a corner. He never kicked for Susie when I was there, like, to see it. He's like he is now. He just doesn't like me. Gusto's gone long looking for Delap, and young Aiden Heaven over to cover it. Throw into Chelsea. Neto takes it quickly. Delap up against Heaven. Casemiro there to recover. Good work from the veteran. Fernandez, Sesko, Cunha gonna drive the channel. He's won a throw in off Caicedo. Nice work. That's another foul throw there. That time by Cunha, I'm pretty sure. Casemiro, Sesko, Fernandez. Half turn. Mateus Cunha. Gonna drive forward. Edge of the box. Mateus Cunha strikes it against Fofana. And then apprehended Caicedo on the follow-up. Free kick to Chelsea. Right, I'm going to screenshot that deck. And I will add you in later on. Right, there you go. Garnacho's found Enzo Fernandez, edge of the box, little bit of space, dinked cross, looking for Delap, finds Casemiro, smashed away, and then Burmo's going to put Caicedo under pressure, is going to have to go back to Sanchez, looped one out of his box, and then Sanchez clips it into the right-hand channel, looking for Gusto, but it's out for a goal. Throw in, sorry. Your mum cleans the shopping before putting it away. Right. Buys a box of Weetabix and wipes it down with disinfectant. Mad. Oh. Cucurella with a big interception because Fernandez was in behind there otherwise. Cucurella, Garnacho up against Dallo. Dallo's had the better of Garnacho every single time since he's come on the field. Yeah, I get it during COVID. Neto's got some space to dig out across. Delap got it off the bar. That's so unlucky. And then Dallo gets his follow-up header away. Casemiro fires it as far as Caicedo. Neto's got it again. Another clip one. Good run by Delap. Takes it down. Is looking for an option. Hits Aiden Heaven. And out for a corner. That's so unlucky from Delap. On the underside of the bar as well. An inch lower, an inch less. And it's in off the bar. It's just come down at an angle for Dallo to clear. Corner comes in from Neto. Casemiro gets an easy header away. Cunha's going to pick up the pieces. And Burmo is forward. Oh, he's just stepped over the ball as Cunha, and he needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card. Whenever I get ill, I do a COVID test, just to be on the safe side. They still sell them at B&M. Garnacho up against Dallo. Just skips away from him and Burmo this time, rather than one-on-one with Dallo. Dropped in. Garnacho has to go back to Caicedo. Now Hato. Gusto central. Fofana out for Pedro Neto on this side. Big challenge from Luke Shaw. Oh, that's a little bit. That's a little bit odd. Why do a COVID test if you're perfectly ill, like perfectly well? Zimbermo got round Cucurella there. Ref says no foul. So, yeah, he's pointed for the ball. So, Chelsea play on. Fofana. That is true, Sean. That is true. Gusto, byline, ball across. Heaven gets a touch ahead of Delap. Luke Shaw fires it away as far as Fofana. Chelsea was sustained. Pressure now. Enzo Fernandez. Cucurella, very central. Garnacho. Enzo Fernandez steps away from Kobe Mainu. They're claiming a handball against Mazraoui. Ball's gone to Fernandez and now Mbermo. Trying to come forward, United and Burmo. Bruno Fernandes in this left-hand channel. Dropped in for Cunha. Back to Fernandes. Back to Cunha. So ball's hit Mazraoui on the hand, but natural position from close contact. Or close range, sorry. Diogo Dalot, early cross. Goes over looking... I mean, Gusto's got Fernandes behind him. I don't think he realised till late. There's a throw in for United. Oh, I don't do that either, Sean. If I've got anything wrong, I don't go and see my grandparents either. You don't take any risks on that side at all. Oh, his arm's pulled behind him, and like the arm's pulled in. It's like the shoulder, but the shoulder's tucked. It's not a penalty. I'd be very iffy if that was given for my team. Mazraoui's at Hayden Heaven. Heaven's gone long looking for Sheshko. Fofana's going to get there ahead of him. It's dropped for Matheus Cunha. It's 4-on-4. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Feigns the shot. Was trying to pull it back into the path of Cunha, but Gusto got there first, and he's found Neto with a great clearance. Mainu stepped in well on Neto. Cunha's picked it up. Mainu. Fernandes. Got Gusto on his back. Good turn. Cunha. Casemiro with space. Trying to find Sesko, but it's an interception by Liam Delap of all people back there defending. And Burmo with a loose touch allows Cucurella to get there and play in Garnacho. Mazraoui goes in on Garnacho as well. Free kick to Chelsea. Someone passed away in his really? Fuck. What happened? Where was he racing? Virtual or IRL race? I'm so out of the loop when it comes to racing. Seven-car crash at the Nürburgring. Crazy. Oh, Palmer's on the edge of the box here. This is panic. Fofana firing one out to Neto with some space up against Shaw. Cunha's over to double up. Laid back for Gusto. Low cross finds Palmer. And his touch is out for a goal kick. Sky had the race on their F1 YouTube earlier. So I'm assuming they had to stop because of that. Cucurella, big interception. Enzo Fernandez. Pedro Neto central. Clipped out to Garnacho. Up against Dalot. Ushered out to the edge of the box. Hato. Garnacho. Fernandez is with him. There he is. Into the space. Finds Kobe Mainu. Dalot and Casemiro can get it clear. And Burmo looking for Sesko, but Caicedo's done fantastically well today so far. As we tick over the half-hour mark, 63 minutes played. United lead Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Matheus Cunha's first half strike from Bruno Fernandes' 18th assist of the season in the Premier League. Gusto's playing very central, same as Cucurella. Palmer's in the half space. Cuts inside, option to cross, blocked by Cunha, dropped to Bruno Fernandes. He's got Sesko going forward. It's Sesko up against Caicedo with Fofana and Hato and Palmer on the way back. Sesko steps past Caicedo, finds Bruno Fernandes, slots it in, looking for... Woo! Big deflection that took it past Sanchez. He had to swipe it out for a corner. My dog thinks she's a bulldog when she's a little ball of fluff. She's barking at the shadow of a digger. Fantastic. Why is Enzo Fernandez down by himself? And Burmo's corner, header away at the front post by Caicedo. Mazraoui heads it forward, but it goes as far as Neto. Back to Mazraoui now, and Burmo with space. Palmer's there to cover him, and Burmo's heading towards the byline. Going to go to the byline, right foot, pulled it back, only finds Caicedo. And then Hato finds Garnacho. Finds Hato again. It's a good escape by Chelsea. And now Enzo Fernandez, although that's a loose touch, he's managed to recover it and find Neto on the halfway line. Left foot ping into the channel, looking for Cucurella. Mazraoui's going to usher it. And then smash it away. He only finds Garnacho, and Burmo gets back. Good recovery run. Garnacho, edge of the box for Neto. Good first touch, left foot strike, deflected off of Heaven. Corner for Chelsea. I've just realised my scoreboard's not actually updated for the vertical stream. I'm an actual terrible streamer. Corner's gone short. Looking for Cucurella. Bruno Fernandes, great recovery and blocked cross. Another corner. Telling Kobe Manu's got to be quicker to engage if they go short. Palmer, Neto, lofted cross. Fofana was underneath it. So was Heaven. Cunha smashed it away. Some holding, but nothing more than that, I don't think. Neto this time on the right-hand side up against Cunha. Needs to be careful. Feign the right foot cross. Neto goes cross left foot from deep. Mazraoui's underneath it. Chelsea have hit the bar again. Casemiro underneath the clearance, and Burmo's going to step away from Garnacho. Chelsea needs to step back if they want to make sure they don't concede again on the counter. United slowing the ball down. Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, Luke Shaw. Mainu, Casemiro, Mazraoui. United settling to back down. If the result holds and Everton beat Liverpool, they'll be 6th and 2 points behind Liverpool. That's crazy. When do they play? Is it they play tomorrow? Caicedo's gone through Casemiro there. He's not happy with it, but the refs let him play on. Mainu, Sesko. Out for Bruno Fernandes. Up against Gusto. Cunha's on the overlap. Bruno Fernandes' deep cross. He finds Cucurella. Garnacho's just been stopped by Diogo Dalot again. Diogo Dalot's had his best game in a United shirt for a long time defensively, and it's up against that little rat bag. We fucking love it. Casemiro. And Burmo. Dalot. I think it might have actually been Casemiro that got the final challenge in on Garnacho there, but who gives a shit? Ball forward from Heaven, looking for Cunha, but just slightly out of position. Fofana's going to pick it up off of Sanchez. 5 teams within 5 points of the last Champions League space. Tomorrow it's a 2 o'clock kickoff because City Arsenal is a late kickoff. Yeah. There is a goal in this game, at least one goal. looking forward for from Neto was optimistic to say the least. Fofana is a great. It's actually Mazraoui's header that goes off the bar. So it's actually Fofana's hand onto Mazraoui's head, meaning that had it have gone in, it would have been disallowed for handball because it's led directly to the ball ending up in the back of the net. Garnacho, he's managed to step past away from Casemiro, ball across the box, smashed away by Luke Shaw. Liam Rosenior is trying to encourage his team from the sidelines. Gusto just hesitant. Palmer opens up the space and then checks back for Fofana. Gusto on the half turn, inside for Delap, edge of the box, laid it down. Cucurella finds Enzo Fernandez, and then it's a free kick on Cucurella. Mazraoui's not happy. Bruno Fernandes has pushed him away from the referee, just like, no, fuck off. It is a free kick. It's nothing more. It's like Mazraoui's knee clashes with the high foot. Yeah, clearly the hand, yeah. As Enzo Fernandez claiming it was a handball by Mazraoui. Palmer hits the free kick into the wall again, much like the Fernandez attempt in the first half. Caicedo's gone out for Neto. He's just said there's a penalty check, but it's been cleared. Neto, edge of the box, strike deflected out for a corner. Chelsea have really got their foot on the pedal at the moment. And there's not the gas pedal. That's not a penalty. That is not a penalty. No. No, he doesn't catch him. Yes, he does. He touches the ball and there's no contact with Cucurella. Carry on. Corner's not come to anything so far. Caicedo's got the Suze, it's the shop in. AJ's awake, I think, by the way. Gusto's crossed it. Fofana's found it. Into the hands of Lamont. Right. Are you guys all right if I go and help Susie with the shopping real quick? I'll just jump onto BRB. Okay, have I missed anything? Sorry, but I had to go and help Susie get the shopping, and there was the delivery downstairs. It doesn't look like there's been any substitutions on United's side or Chelsea's. No goals. Thank God for that. Okay. It's always nice when the delivery drivers actually bring the items up to the front door. Amazon drivers are lazy as fuck, man. Shout out to Tesco. Garnacho's lost it to Diogo Dallo, so even though I've come back, nothing's really changed. Casemiro, Fernandez, and Burmo up against Hato. He's backing him into the box, and Burmo onto his right foot. Fernandez gets on the follow-up. As blocked by Hato and into the hands of Sanchez. Chelsea now coming forward. Palmer to Neto up against Luke Shaw. Gusto's on the overlap. Luke Shaw's got to be wary of it. Mainu needs to engage. Or Mainu, sorry. Gusto, driven, hits Casemiro. Neto. Has to go back to Caicedo. They reset with Cucurella. Garnacho's wide up against Mbermo. Cross into Diogo Dallo again. Headed away as far as Caicedo. And now Fernandez putting pressure on Fofana. Gusto. Neto. Caicedo creeping forward. Gusto's got space to cross. Heaven gets there ahead of Delap, and then Delap goes all the way over the top of him. It's out for a throw-in. Heaven's done really well to get to the header, and then Delap's clattered into him afterwards. Yeah. So we've got double substitution for United. It's Ahmad and Mason Mount coming on, so we'll get them over. So Ahmad's coming on for Sesko. And he is there. And Cunha, who's got the goal and the yellow card, coming off for Mason Mount. So we'll take the yellow card and the goal off. Because as we update the Cunha off for Mount. And Ahmad, I know he probably won't play up front. It'll probably be in Burmo, but just for ease of swaps. Malo Gusto also coming off for Chelsea. And Wesley Fofana as well. Chalobah and Achimpong coming on for Chelsea. So 2 double substitutions for United and Chelsea. So I placed a shopping delivery yesterday, and the earliest delivery point was between 6 and 10 tonight. So yeah, Fernandez has gone looking for Garnacho. Dallo got a touch, but it wasn't enough. Clip back for Cucurella, beautiful cross. Fernandez got underneath it with Neto. Mason Mount's first involvement booed wholeheartedly by the Stamford Bridge compatriots, and Casemiro breaks away. Palmer manages to get the ball to Ahmad, but Palmer did drag Casemiro down. Fernandez, Mount. Fernandez again. Reverse ball into Mount's path. In behind Chalobah, but he has to check back. Mount goes forward into Mbermo, who is playing centrally. Ahmad off the right. Dallo's gone forward. Bruno Fernandez. Travella pass into Diogo Dallo. Cut back, looking for Mbermo. Finds Mason Mount on the edge of the box. A challenge from Caicedo. And now Hato can pull away. Garnacho's got space to run into. Mazraoui needs to get over because Dallo's on the track back. Ahmad's getting back as well. Mazraoui, big challenge. And he wins the goal kick as well. Big challenge from Mazraoui. Big challenge. He's done fantastically well to win the goal kick as well. Fantastic from Mazraoui. Yeah, no worries, Sean. I'll speak to you in an hour, mate. My Capri's fingers. Yeah. You alright? I'll go and put the rest of it away after this game. Lewis, how we doing? Casemiro and Enzo Fernandez 50-50. Argentina versus Brazil. That's great, straight from Delap. Fed Garnacho trying to find a pass. Enzo Fernandez has got Caicedo in space and he will be told to shoot, and he does! And he's hit the post. Out for a goal kick. Fucking hell, Chelsea love a woodwork. Fofana has come off. Top 3 biscuits for Maryland cookie. Straight off the bat. That's hard, you know. That's a hard question. Top 3 biscuits. See, Jammy Dodgers are wicked, but like I feel like if I put them in there, I'm gonna be forgetting one. Pedro Neto cross all the way through to Garnacho, laid it back for Palmer, takes a touch and another touch, and then hits Ahmad. Chalobah couldn't save it. Ahmad's played forward by Mainu, and he's got him behind Hato. Was he fouled by Caicedo there, ref? As what? Enzo Fernandez has taken a knock and a spill down whilst that was all happening, and because he's on the pitch and down, Michael Oliver's had to stop the game. Milk chocolate digestives are, to be fair, great shout. Right, and Burmo's coming off for Joshua Xerxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Ahmad now on the right wing, and I'm going to put Xerxes up front on the graphic, just so that there's a bit of continuity. Xerxes being the recognisable forward now for United. So I'll make sure I do that on the other one as well. Xerxes and Ahmad. There we go. All right, then we are down to 2.5 minutes of normal time. Oh, the nice biscuits. Yeah. You need like a liquid to drink like with those though, because that's a great turn by Palmer away from Casemiro. Heavens ushered him out to Garnacho. Reverse pass. Ahmad intercepts and smashes away. As far as Hato and Xerxes going to pick up the pieces. Achimpong didn't get there. Xerxes lays it back for Casemiro. Oh, it's a free kick. Have I ever had tablet? No. They're literally called Nice Biscuits, Deck. That's the brand of them, yeah. Mount brings that down for Mainu. Fernandez around the corner for Casemiro. 4 minutes to be added on. Xerxes, nice flick. Mount. Casemiro out for Ahmad and some space up against Cucurella. Ahmad driving towards the box. Garnacho was pulled back. Out of position. It's good work by Caicedo again. And now Palmer's going to break away on this right-hand side for Chelsea. Mainu engages. We've got 5 minutes to play, included added time. Garnacho. Loose pass to Achimpong. Picked up by Bruno Fernandes. 1-2 with Mason Mount. Clipped by Achimpong. Free kick to United. Player of the match for Bruno Fernandes. According to Ali McCoist. 18th assist of the season. 5 games to play. Needs 3 assists to break a Premier League record. Mainu's done really well there. Heather Shaw. Reverse into Mainu. Turn and time to assess. Pings forward for Mount. Luke Shaw's going to go forward. Mount decides to go to Casemiro. Backwards and forwards. Fernandes was trying to slip Xerxes through. Mount on a half turn. He's got Luke Shaw on the overlap. Achimpong over to cover. Fernandes drops it in. Finds Mason Mount. Good interception by Pedro Neto. Mason Mount's just been booked for booting the ball away. So both left attacking midfielders for United are now being in the book. Yes. Lewis, he's going to pop up like 2 or 3 times each night. Chelsea still pushing forward. 90 seconds of the 4 minutes played. Chalobah. Looks very different with his haircut. I preferred him with the long braids or whatever they're referred to as. Ball into the channel for Palmer. Out for a goal kick. Aiden Heaven's been fantastic tonight. I think there'll be one big surprise each night. Like a debut or a return or an unexpected appearance. One each night. Mason Mount challenged Kobe Mainu there and overturned the ball. Neto goes back to Caicedo. Went for the switch out, feigned it. Ball across for Hato. Skips past Ahmad. Mainu gets a touch. Luke Shaw gets in front of Achimpong, but the ball's going to find Pedro Neto. Oh, handball against Mason Mount. Okay. Free kick for Chelsea. Maybe their last opportunity. Sort of like there. But he's moved towards it to try and shoulder it, I think. And it's just caught him a little lower. I did see that, Lewis, yeah. They just can't rush it. Can't rush it at all. The damage is already severe. .30 seconds to play. Pedro Neto over this free kick. This may well be Chelsea's last opportunity. Neto clips it. Casemiro got above it. Achimpong to Garnacho. Skipped away from Mainu. It's going to be a free kick and a yellow card for Kobe Mainu. Michael Oliver's just dishing out cards now. Fair enough. From one side to the other. No spoilers, Dak. Robert Sanchez has come up for this one. Pedro Neto to swing it in again. Left-footed. Outswinger this time. Clip centrally. Sanchez was underneath it. So is Luke Shaw. Palmer underneath it. So is Mount. Neto, Garnacho, Xerxes underneath it. Bruno Fernandes plays in Ahmad, but the referee's not going to let it go on. It's going to blow the full-time whistle. United win at Stamford Bridge. I'm going to go and take as much of a break as I physically can before WrestleMania. I will be live at 11:45. That is 50 minutes from now. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the Discord very shortly. I'll get the live stream set up, and I'll be back here on Kick and over on the main YouTube channel. But for now, much love. El Capitano. Peace.